Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to remote learning. Today is the second day of second week. We are studying grade 7 history. I hope you have done the yesterday's homework, which was related with the Middle Ages, and we studied that how the Middle Ages or this period lasted after the nearly 1,000 years in the history of Europe, and it was related with the fall of the Roman Empire and beginning of the modern Europe. So that's why we called it as the Middle Ages, because it turned the upside down the history of Roman Empire, and then it was converted into the modern Europe. So it is the middle way of the change between modern Europe and previous Roman Empire. Now, how did the Roman Empire come to end? Roman Empire was actually, it took almost 300 years to decline, and during this era of 300 years, the Christianity was basically the one religion that spread very quickly within the empire. And during the same era, the corruption, the and the activities which were related with the collapse of Roman Empire, they were developed. There was the decline of education, decline of literacy, and similarly there was decline in the law and order. So this was not the matter of one day or few days. It took almost 300 years for Christianity to take over the whole Europe. And similarly, it was the time through which the Roman Empire collapsed and it went towards its fall. Now, during the Middle Ages, the collapse of law, it became worsened, and the people who were going through the attacks by the warriors, and they were the Vikings, the Huns, the Vandals from the northern Europe, and they killed and destroyed at all the other people who were from the Roman empires. And this period is also called as the Dark Ages, and it took almost 1,000 years. The fall of the Roman Empire was not a matter of one day. It took about 1,000 years, and it was the time when there was the Renaissance and the discovery of modern Europe. And since the Dark Ages was a longer period, so the European had to live through the constant war, and they faced the poverty, the hunger, and many generations were affected during this era. So during the Middle Ages, Muslims took it upon themselves to translate the work of Greeks and Romans into Arabic and build upon their knowledge and give to the great scientific and academic progress in the geography, chemistry, history, mathematics, and medicine. So the Muslim scientists, they discovered different discoveries, and they paved their way towards the architecture and art as well. So this is how the Roman Empire declined, and it took almost 1,000 years for its decline. And Muslim, they took over the control of literacy and knowledge, and they ruled over the time through their knowledge and history and their discoveries. And similarly, they did so many inventions. So student, this was the little intro towards how the Roman Empire comes to an end, and how the Muslim history of learning started during this era, and how the Muslim scientists, they become famous during this era. Now we will do our today's classwork. So here are two short questions for your today's classwork. So first is, In which institution became powerful after the fall of Roman Empire? Then the answer is, after the fall of Roman Empire, the Catholic Church became powerful. Second question is, how did the Middle Ages affect the Europe? So there was lack of law and order, there was less interest in the learning and knowledge, and Europeans lived in the constant poverty and hunger. This is how the Middle Ages affect the Europe. So students, these are two short questions. Do them timely and submit them timely in the Google Classroom. See you later. Allah Hafiz.